Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play NES episode 100. It's a very special episode, and my friend Marty wanted to be with me here today, but due to scheduling conflicts he couldn't. He's got a very great game in mind for a special episode, but we're going to have to do that one together, and since he couldn't be here for this, we're not going to do that game today. Now, if you don't know Marty, he's my co-star on Games with Friends, and if you haven't watched that yet, go and check it out. It's another show on our channel. But today we are going to play The Legend of Zelda. And, I figure a big game like this, might as well put it on a special episode. It's like once every 50 episodes or so that I treat myself to actually choosing the game that I play. Normally I use a random number generator in order to pick the game. But instead of this one just kind of coming up randomly on, some silly episode number like 74 or something like that, I figured we would go ahead and pick it, like I did Mega Man in the 50th episode, and, give it its fair shake. So let's go ahead and register our name. We don't want to be Link, and I know if we put in Zelda, we get the Master Quest. We don't want that. So let's go ahead and be the hero. Stan. Stan? That's right, start doesn't submit. We can name all three right now. Register end. We will be Stan. Huzzah! I have a shield. Or I'm holding a really flat Bible. Or a pizza box with a cross on the top of it. And you're just drawn to that first black square cave. It's actually kind of like Minecraft if you think about it, the way that it looks. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And thus, thousands of hipster t-shirts were born. I always liked the effect of the sword exploding. I always thought that was kind of neat. So we have full life, so we can shoot the sword. I don't remember if it's the Master Sword or if there's any of that lore in this one yet. But go ahead and kill some of these Octoroks. In fact, it's been so long, it's almost a shame. I'm almost embarrassed. It's been so long since I've played this that I don't really remember where exactly to go. But that's okay, we'll adventure around for a little bit. I'm sure enough people that would be watching this have played this game. And if not, maybe it's for the best if I don't spoil very much for you, because it's an adventure game, you want to actually go and experience those things for yourself. Can I reach this? Oh, it disappeared. Can you at least give me a flicker before an item disappears? Ah! Oh, yes. I almost forgot about those guys. I hate them. And the disappointing part when you... I got a heart back, so... Oh! I just lost it again. It's always the disappointing part when you get hit so you can't use your sword as a projectile anymore. I need another heart. These guys gonna throw things? Yes, they shoot arrows. Give me hearts! Ow. If you just stop... That's another thing that I like, is using your shield is really interesting. Because... Or at least as a metaphor. Because if you just slow down for a minute... Oh, I'm not doing too great. If you just slow down for a minute and don't play very aggressively, then you won't be swinging your sword when the projectile comes after you. And you can deflect it. Like that. Now, we need... Wow, that was kind of close. We need hearts. And we can sit here and farm them. Or we can try to figure out something else, but farming might be the best thing. And right now, there we go. That's exactly what I needed. Sitting back and sniping these guys is usually the best option for me, at least. I don't know if we can kill the mermen, or whatever they call them in this. I don't know if you have to hit them multiple times when they pop up, or if their life stays, depleted after they go back underwater. Let's hit them again and see. Ah! That's kind of close. And of course he had to go way down there. Come on out! There you go. Come on back out. Just kind of have to get the jump on them. Yeah, I don't think we can kill them right away. I think we need to be a little bit stronger. Unless they come up right on the shore and you just stabby. Helicopter things, I think you have to wait for them to land to hit them. Like I said, it's been embarrassingly long since I've played this. Haha! Pretty lady. In fact, I think I may have played most of the other Zelda games since I've played this. This almost inspires me to do an Iron Zelda challenge to go along with my Iron Mario challenge. But buy something, will ya? Do we need bombs? Do we want bombs? Let's go and buy bombs. Now we have 4 bombs. Have to be careful though. I have no idea what I would want to bomb. Ow. It's also interesting that we have sort of a radar that's not necessarily a map. The idea that we can know for sure our coordinates in a place that is not recorded. So we don't have any map information. We just have a pinpoint location of our coordinates in the unknown, essentially. Doesn't really work. I can see why a lot of games don't give you... I mean, it's almost nonsensical unless you memorize, you know, this area was to the north or to the east. But otherwise, unless you're like sitting there dotting with a dry erase marker on your television screen, you're not gonna have a map of this area. And I don't remember anything in the game giving you, you know, clues as far as the map goes, for any sort of, you know, indicator that that's where you need to go. Okay, he's a lot slower. For a minute there, I thought that I had forgotten just how fast these guys were. They're all... Ah, no, he's gonna... Ah, he got me. Recovery from getting hit is very quick in this game. And we'll continue. We don't want to damage our game cartridge by removing it with it on, or hitting reset while we're saving. I remember there were some weird contradictory instructions on the back of the cartridge that said something along the lines of hold reset when powering off, and I don't really remember why there was a fear that that would you know, destroy the internal battery or short it out or something, but I never had my game just spontaneously erase itself. I know that some people may have, but... Oh, the blue candle, I wish we could buy it. Sorry, Fred Flintstone. We'll have to come back for that later. I always thought these rocks kind of look like weird turtle shapes. And it's, you know, interesting when one rock is shaped like that, but they all are. They're all shaped like weird turtles. Alright, merman, get away from me. Let's go down this way. Special cave. Meet the old man at the grave. Okay, lady. Let's get out of here. It's kind of creepy. Old lady just hanging out in a cave. She started 2 fires before I got there. Blue Octoroks. This game inspired many dreams and many, you know, started many fantasies for me as a child. Is this nothing? There's nothing to do here? Nothing for me here. I wanted everything to do with Zelda. I wanted to watch the cartoon. I put a bomb down on accident. I wanted to watch the cartoon. I wanted to buy the underpants and the cereal. Nope. I forget these red guys' names. Dogmen. At least they sort of look like dogmen. I think that's what they're supposed to be. They look kind of like bulldogs. Yeah, this, you know, I think that Nintendo wanted to take Zelda in a much more, not casual per se, but a much more fantasy path, as opposed to arcade action. Ah, oh, damn it. Had my health back there for a moment. And so, you could claim that it got easier over time with the newer editions. That, you know, if you die you don't have that much to worry about as far as being near where you died and having to walk back. Can I bomb anything up here? I'm gonna try to bomb this wall. I don't know. Nah. I think there's probably something here, but I don't remember. And this game was full of mystery too. You had to be super lucky or to have heard it from someone else. Ah, crossfire. In order to know which bushes to burn or which rocks to blow up to get into dungeons. Otherwise, you just had to guess frantically. But that was part of the the mystery. I like to see something. I couldn't block that with my shield. I like to see something similar. Today, just something like. I mean, not the Binding of Isaac, because that's more of a roguelike, but something almost exactly like this, only with nothing giving it away. And I'm wondering how you could do that without the internet spoiling it. Possibly have a randomly generated seed for each user, so their own individual game would be as in-depth as this, but randomly generated. I don't know, the fun for some people is being able to look up secrets if you get stuck. So it's really a crapshoot, I guess, as to whether or not that would be successful. I'm gonna hang back. I think I run around over there. I don't think he knows where I'm at yet. There we go. Nah, he's a slow one. We can kind of approach him. I wonder if your sword hits harder than the projectile. Ah, there we go. I knew there was something here. In fact, that's kind of what I was trying to do with those statues that we ran across earlier. So let's go and see where we're at. Oh, it's where you get the blue ring. I remember that. Boy, this is really expensive. You're not the best salesman in the world. You hide underneath a statue, and then you tell me that your products are expensive. So you need that blue ring later, and I forget if that lets you move big rocks or not, but this game was ahead of its time. You didn't see anything this in-depth. That's right, we came from here. Let's go down. You didn't see anything this in-depth until the SNES, and almost just when, Link to the Past came out. Have we been in here? Yeah, Silent Lady. Go all the way to the middle if we can. Yeah, we don't have a raft. But yeah, I don't really consider Zelda 2 to be as rich or as intriguing as this. Not even when it came out. Zelda 2 was almost direct competition for Castlevania, more than it was an original thing that nobody had played before or an elaboration on this. I'm interested in looking up whether or not it was a different design team altogether or what they were going for. Because it just had such a different feel, and it wasn't bad. Oh, come on. Walked right into that. This is different. And, like I said, when I say it's not bad, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't, in my opinion, as good. Now, if it was being played by someone who was more of an action game fan than an adventure game fan, they might like it better. And maybe that was the idea. Maybe when they designed it, they thought that an action game would sell a little bit better, which is a shame, because later, they realized devoting their time to a game like this was really worthwhile. I think this is the first dungeon. There's also rumors that that's the Deku tree. Alright. How much of this can we complete before we decide to end this episode? This is the 100th episode. I can give it a little extra time than I normally do. Pick a game you like. Why not play it for a while? But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing a Iron Zelda challenge, now that would last for a while. That would take a while. I haven't played many long fantasy games all the way through for recording. Mario games, take a few episodes, but not nearly as long as that. And I'm yet to play Mario RPG for that series. So I think I'll make my mind up after I finish Mario RPG, and once I've determined that I've really finished, you know, all the Mario games, I might do something like an Iron Zelda challenge. It's you guys that keep me inspired, so let me know what you think. Alright, I'm not sure if there are any secret rooms in this dungeon, but these skeletons are not all that difficult. Especially when you can stand across the room. Fairies. We don't need no stinking fairies. Nice. Got another key. And... of course. Take out bats. I remember having a lot of trouble with these bats and... you know, back when this was new, when I was a kid, those bats were just, for some reason, unpredictable for me. I never really figured out what those Hershey's Kisses were. Oh, Black Room. Hey, Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Thanks, old man. Didn't want to stay there and get messed up by him. Alright. More Hershey's Kisses. And a torn up map. It somehow gives us the entire map, even though it looks like half a map. Hey, map. We'll go up here. And you can tell which one has the key because it's the size of his body. He's just hefting it around the map. Hurt! Kill him from over here. There we go. Ah, he dropped a ruby. It's gone up to the north. Maybe they didn't think that this music would be nearly as iconic as it ended up being either. But Nintendo always had something going for them. You know, they knew that they had to sell their console. And if they came out with really great games to promote their console, that would do it. Their intellectual property is by far my favorite game intellectual property of all time. Alright, so can we get around here without getting killed? Wait, let's just do that. There we go. Let's go on down. What's down here? Ah, yes. Enter into a completely different plane of existence with the same sprites. I got a bow. I got a thing. I'm gonna hit start. We could switch to the bow, I think. I'm hitting select. No. How do you... B? A? Maybe you can't switch to it if you don't have arrows. That's what I was going to say. We don't have arrows for the bow, but... we got a thing. We'll just use the same maneuver to get by here, and we can get through here without them crashing on us. Yeah, there we go. And I think we'll make our way to the east. So we have cleared everything out of here. That's another thing about this game, is its memory. The fact that it saves the enemies that you've killed in the dungeon. It remembers, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that kind of worked out for the best. It's weird boomerang throwers. Which, give me the boomerang. Nice. I want that. Huzzah! Well animated boomerang, too, for the NES. And the fact that it tracks you across the screen with an actual form of curvature physics. Like I said, ahead of its time. We're gonna use this boomerang to stun our enemies. Whatever enemies we come across. No! No hand. No. I don't remember if they... let me hear the dragon. We're getting close. Yeah, I wonder if those hands were killable in this version. Oh well. Alright, let's go. No, we'll go. Ah, dragon. It's not too difficult. Ah! Alright. Can't do anything with the boomerang. Just wanted to check. We have full life, so we'll just stand back here where these orbs are not gonna hit us. Take them out the cheap way. Get ourselves a heart. Make our way in. We're sorry, Mario, but your princess is in another castle. Get a piece of the Triforce. Why they called it the Triforce back then when there were like 8 pieces to collect, I have no idea. It makes a lot more sense in the later versions. There we go. That's the first The Legend of Zelda. And, you know, I would not have a problem coming back to that for an Iron Zelda challenge. You know, I just realized there's a rapier on the first screen, and it's not the Master Sword. Anyway, alright everybody. Thanks for joining me for the 100th episode. I hope you hang out with me for another 100, 500, 650, or however many are left by my estimation. And I'll see you guys next time.